If you've been trying to learn to play the piano and you're not getting anywhere, you're in the right place. My name's Dan Brown, and I've been playing piano by ear for over 50 years. And I'm going to show you everything you need to know. So if you're ready, we're going to get started right now. That was a demonstration of how you can take an A chord, and when you change the bass, all you got to do is change the bass and it becomes an F sharp minor 7. I have the circle of chords up there in the key of A. Just notice that A is at the very top, and that's how you know we're in that key. We're in the key of A. And I have that circled, and I have the F sharp minor 7 circled. And I'm going to show you both of those chords today. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about them. I want to start with A. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to play this A right here. It's what we call A in the root position. But for me, this is A in the first place you can play it. It's just the first A. So go ahead, lay your hands on the piano and just play that a couple times. Even if you've never played this chord before, I'm using my thumb and my pinky and then my middle finger in the middle. We're going to move this A onto the right, and here's what you're going to get. Go ahead and grab that chord. You can see you got a black note and 2 white notes. And just play that a couple of times. And then we're going to move this note up to here. We're just sliding the chord to the right. And this is it. This is the last one. Play that a couple times. You can see this time 2 whites and a black. When you start to play in the keys of D and A and E, you're going to see these combinations of white keys and black keys, and those are super helpful for when you learn. I want to show you the 2s. The 2 is this. So you have your A. I'll do it here. And if you count up a major scale, 1, 2. That's how you get your 2. That's how we get all these numbers. You're hearing all these numbers in music. That's how you get them. Everything is based on a major scale. The chords, the intervals, they're based on the major scale. So let's review. You did your A chord in 3 different places, and you don't have to pick this as your favorite chord, but there's just things you can do with it that you can't do in other places. This is the inversion that we're going to use today, and I want you to just slide it down. Just take this chord. This is a cool thing about these inversions is if you can play them here, here, and here, you can play them anywhere. So we could take this chord and just move it down, and for what we're doing today, this is what you want. Now I want you to lay your hands over this chord and play it 4 times. Ready? Play it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You kind of have to push your hand up. You can play these chords with whatever feels most comfortable. Before we go any further, I want to show you this. These are the 2 chords that we're going to use today. One of them is A, and one of them is F sharp minor 7th. And the A I have up there has a 6 on it, but we're not going to play the 6. But let me show you the notes here. You have A, Go ahead and play these with me. You have C sharp, you have E, and you have F sharp. Today, like I said, this is the 6th, and we're not going to use that. I wanted to put it up there because it also matches with the F sharp that you have in the F sharp minor 7. Let me show you that chord, and I want you to play this with me. Play an F sharp, play an A, play a C sharp, and play an E. So those are the 2 chords. Just notice this, and this is so powerful. This is what I want you to learn today, that these 2 chords are exactly the same. All the notes are the same. Here's the difference. Go ahead and play A in your bass, and play this A that you played just a minute ago. What I want you to do is keep your right hand exactly where it is. Don't change it. Keep it there. And just with your left hand, walk like this. And you really could play these together. So you play your right hand one time with your left hand, let it drop down, and then you can play it again there. So this is A, and this is F sharp minor 7. You know, if I talk about a chord like F sharp minor 7, you know, when I was learning to play, that was like, wow, what do all those things mean? Let me show you. Let me show you in the really fastest, easiest way I can. Here you have F. It's a chord. It's one of the 12 chords. Now, if you take that whole chord and just sharp everything, that means we're moving it up from here to here. It's its own key. It doesn't have anything to do with F. Listen. It's its own key. So that's where you get the F sharp. Now the minor just means that we took this note. Watch. It's like a sunny day that's getting ready to turn cloudy. That happens. Now, these minor chords are kind of sad. Now, when you watch what happens if you have a minor chord and you take the 7 and you add it. It kind of just like a little bit of sunshine coming right through the clouds. And so this is your F sharp here, minor, and these guys have fifths. They're just partners, and then of course here's your minor, and there's your 7. That's a F sharp minor 7. That's how you can play it. Guess what? If you play an A and you put a bass note there, that's F sharp minor 7. That's the whole point of this lesson, is that you understand that you can move in and out of those 2 chords without changing anything here at all. All right, I want to get started with your practice. Here's all you got to do. Your right hand, and I always start with the left hand, but I'm going to start with the right hand today. You're just keeping this in 4/4 time as best as you can. You may be slow. If you're just getting started, you could use your pointer finger or you could use your middle finger. I do it like that because later on you might want to grab that, but just do it whatever way is comfortable for you. You're going to play 4/4 time on this. That just means you're playing it 4 times. Now in your bass, play 2 A's. Now here's the alternate. E and A. A and E are best friends. They are best friends. as far as the relationship that these guys are best friends. A lot of times I'll start a song like this. Now that's what you're going to do. You're going to take your bass and you're going to drop it, half step, and then whole step to there. That's all you're doing, is you're moving from here to here, and then you're moving back like that. At first you're going to play this with just straight chords like this. Now with the bass, I like to hold it out, especially if you have something like strings or a synth sound that can kind of just hold that sound out for you. But even when you move down, just play the same thing with your right hand. Watch the alternate here. There it is. It's a C sharp. Notice on the chart that the C sharp is one of the notes that makes up this F sharp minor 7 chord, and it's the alternated. It does that. Now if you were just staying here, watch the alternate. Now we're going to walk back. After you're able to play this chord in 4/4 time, I want you to break it up like this. Play your top 2 notes and then your E like this. Go ahead and put your hands on the keys. If you're not doing this with me already, go ahead and try this. Just rock these back and forth. We're going to drop down. Don't let what happens in your bass mess your right hand up. And that will be a challenge for every piano player, no matter what kind of music you're playing. It's this, that the left hand is doing one thing and the right hand is doing something else. And when you put it all together, it's like when you're cooking and you have the wet ingredients and you have the dry ingredients. And you mix them together and then you have something. So again, just rock this back and forth as best you can.